Hello guys, welcome back to Sourcify platform. So this is the fourth video of our C++ series. So in today's video, we will see or solve some problems based on while loop. Let's go to code ID. Now let's make a new file, video 4 problem1.cvp. This video is completely based on problem solving, and we will learn about how to use while loop uh, completely based on problem solving. Okay, so what is the first problem? Here we have to write a program to print number till n, which is the inputted number by the user from starting from 1. Okay, so at first we can write the basic structure of C++, which is has include IOStream. After that, using namespace standard, and then we have to make a function int main, and here inside this bracket, at first what we have to do, we have to take the input of a value from the user. Okay, taking input. Okay, this is the part of this program to take input. So for that, what we can do, we can at first just see out some instruction to the user so that he or she can enter a number, enter any number, and /n I will add here. Okay, now we have to store this number to a variable. Let's say the variable is n. Okay, before that we have to declare the data type. So the data type will be int and then the variable name n. Okay, now all set. After that, so in that way we can take the input from the user for a number. Okay, after that you have to write the conditional part or loop part. Okay, more correctly we can say, in this case, in this program we can say the loop part. Okay, or loop part. Here we will use while loop, so just simply write while, after that this first bracket, and inside it we have to write the condition like that. We have to add starting from 1 to the number. Okay, so what we can do, just give this bracket, and like we have not to add, we'll do that program later, but at first we have to just print starting from 1 to that number. So at first we have to initialize the number by int, let's say I equal to 1, starting from 1. So we have initialized with the value 1, and what is the condition? I will go up to n. Okay, so I should be less than equal to n, means the number itself. And for that, what we will do here, let's say at first the value of I is 1. So if now 1 will go to this loop. Okay, it will the condition will check if 1 is less than or equal to the inputted number. If it is less than or equal to inputted number, then see out what? See out this number. Okay, means I. Then end for a new line. After that, what it will do? It will just update the value of I, or it will increase the value with 1. Okay, means I will become 2 after this line. Okay, now 2 will go to further to this loop and check if 2 is less than or equal to n. If it is yes, then it will further go to this line, see out the number, means 2. Okay, likewise it will check till the number n, because n is obviously not less than but equal to n. Okay, so it will check till n, and after that the program will be terminated. Let's clear this and let's run the program. Here enter any number, so let's say 5. Okay, it is printed from 1 2 3 4 5 till 5. Okay, so this was our first problem. Let's go to our second problem. Vid 4, this is video number 4 and problem number 2 dot cpp. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to just output the sum till n. Okay, n is the inputted number. So what we can do, we have to basically just write the basic structure. At first I'll stream, so using namespace std int main, and inside it at first you have to take the input, taking input. Okay, so at first we have to declare the data type for the variable where we want to store the value, then see out something to the user so that he or she can enter, or instructed to enter some number. Enter any number slash n, close it. After that cin to take the input of that number, then the variable name. Okay, so taking input, this part is done. After that we have to output. Okay, so loop part. Here what we have to do, we have to at first initialize the value of I. The value will start from 1. Okay, and we have to at first initialize the value of sum also. So int sum equal to 0. Initially the value of sum is 0. After that we will write while loop. So while, here we have to check if I is less than or equal to the inputted number. If it is less than or equal to the inputted number, then add this number to the sum. So here we have to write sum equal to sum plus that I. Okay, means we are adding this I to the existing sum. Okay, after adding this, we have to update I. So for updating I, we will just write I plus plus. We are increasing I by 1 and it will become 2 from 1. Now it will go to the while loop further and check if 2 is less than or equal to the inputted number. If it is, then now the sum will become the previous sum, means 0 plus 1. So the previous sum was, new sum was 1, and now after I equal to 2, enter this loop. Now the sum will become equal to previous sum plus I, means previous sum was 1 plus 2, means now the sum is 3. Okay, now this 3 will go to, this is 3 and this is stored in the variable sum. Now what was I in this case? 2. 2 will go to this I plus plus, this line, and will become 3. And okay, So this 3 will further go to the while loop and check if 3 is less than or equal to the given number. If yes, then it will further go to this sum line. Okay. So here the new sum will be the previous sum, means we have written which is stored previously, means 3 plus I. I is what? I is 3 in this case. Okay. So 3 plus 3, now it became 6. Okay. Likewise, the loop will continue till I equal to n. Okay, till I equal to n, and it will output us the value. So how it will output us the value? After completing all things, if loop is terminated, then it will come outside of this, and now we can see out what? See out the last sum, last updated sum. Okay, so let me clear this. Let's run this program. Okay, enter a number. If we enter 4, output is 10. You can check by just adding 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, but just by doing this. Okay, so the sum will become 4. So the result will continue, or the logic will same for another numbers also. So let's go to our next problem. I hope you understand this problem. Video 4, problem number 3.cpp. Okay, now what is the problem here? We have to check if a given number is prime or not. If a given number is prime or not. Okay, for that, further what we have to do, we have to just at first write the basic structure of C++. Okay, int main. Inside it, similarly we have to take the input from the user at first. So for that, declare a variable int n, then cout, enter any value. Okay, now see in this the value in this variable. Here let me add slash n, it will look good. After that, the conditional part. Okay, checking part, checking checking part. So here, what logic we can use? We can use the logic of percentage. Okay, what is prime number? The numbers which are only divided by 1 and the number itself. Means the remainder is 0 only in case of when we are dividing the number with 1 and the number itself. Okay, then the remainder is only 0. In another cases, the remainder is non-zero, should be non-zero. Okay, so this is the condition for a prime number. And for checking for the remainder or getting the remainder as the output, what we can use here in our C++ program, we can use percentage operator. Okay, because if we write like that 7%2, what will be the output? The output will be 2 3 is 6, so the remainder is 1. So 1 is definitely non-zero. So in that way we can get the remainder of any number. What we can do here, at first we have to write the uh, loop statement using while loop. Okay, like while I is less than n. Okay, I is less than n. Why less than n? At first let me initialize I. here I will start from 2. Okay, I will divide the number actually. So I will start from 2. I cannot start from 1, or we need not to check for 1, as any number is already divided by we know any number is divided by the number itself and 1. Okay, it is valid for any number. So we need not to check for 1 and the number itself, or we should not check. So we have to start from 2 and go up to n minus 1. Okay, means less than or equal to n minus 1 we can write here, but we need not to write it because it is I is actually int type, so it will check till the previous integer value of the outputted number. Okay, uh, it will not check for the number itself. Okay, so for that we have written this condition that check till check for I less than n. Okay, after that what we can do here, just include a if statement. If what? If n percentage I, if n percentage I means, let's say the I is 2 in first case, so we are dividing the n with the I. If n percentage I equal to 0, okay, then it is definitely divided by the third number instead of with, actually we can say the number is divided by the third number including the 1 and the number itself. So now this number is not a prime number. Okay, if it is, then we can output here not a prime number. Okay, see out not a prime number. Okay, and break this statement. It will not, program will not execute after that. Else what can happen? Okay, else it can happen that the number is only one possibility, that number is not divisible by any I, and the number is only divisible by 1 and the number itself. Okay, so for that what we can do, we can just inside the all conditions we can output cout what number is a prime number. Okay, but before that we have to check for all iterations, so we have to update I by I plus plus. Okay, so what is the flow of the program? Let me clear this at first and let me check at first, okay, if it is running smoothly or not. Okay, there is a problem like that. Let me see. Okay, I forgot to give a semicolon here, so this is the small problem. Let me run this. Okay, now there is no problem. Let me input 5. Number is a prime number. Yes, we know 5 is a prime number because it is only divisible by 1 and the number itself means 5. After that, if we enter a number which is non-prime, let's say 4, yeah, it is showing not a prime number, but number is a prime number. It is still showing number is a prime number, but why? let me see. Okay, let me see what is the problem. Okay, so here what we can do, we can just use another type of thing, which is go to statement. Okay, this is a new thing and very useful thing to shorten our program. So instead of break, here we will write go to, just go to and end. Okay, end and close it. After that, here you can write end and this colon and close it. Okay, simply what it is doing, let's say if we entering a non-prime number, so here if we entering non-prime number, so it is divisible by 2. So when it is checking in this if line, this is 0 and it is entering this statement, and output is not a prime number. Now after that it will go to this line, and this go to statement will uh, shift our program from to actually the end statement. Okay, here is the end, and it will shift our program from here to here. Okay, directly, and it will skip the all things inside or in middle of this. Okay, it will skip all things like that. But if the number is not a prime number, okay, actually a prime number actually. Okay, so let's say an example 5, so this will be not divided by any numbers in between 1 and this number, so this will not enter if statement. And if it not enter if statement, go to statement will not applicable for it. It will directly jump to C out. Okay, it will at first it will come to out of this loop, while loop, and jump to C out, and the output will be number is a prime number. So let's run the program and check it. Enter a value. Let's say we are checking for a non-prime at first, not a prime number. It means it is going inside the if statement. So 4, enter, it is outputting not a prime number. Okay, after that if we enter a prime number, let's say 7, enter, number is a prime number. Okay, it is directly jumping to this, and when it is going inside if, so not a prime number, and directly jumping to end. Okay, so here we learn many things. Okay, many things means some things with very importance. Okay, like go to statement you can use in many programs to shorten it. Okay, this is a very important thing, so keep in mind. Okay, so that's all for our today's video, and in next video we will see some pattern problems. Okay, till then keep practicing, and this is a very important problem. Practice this. Okay, okay, so for today that's all. Thank you for watching till the end.